Oh no, what's wrong with you?
I'm tired. My sister can't listen to me.
Here, take it.
What's this?
Magic.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, thank you. We commenced our trip at around 5:30 a.m. alongside our beloved mentor, Miss Yang. A few hours later, we came across the Chiang Mountain. It was considered to be the second tallest mountain in the south with 837 meters after Badeng Mountain. After a quick nap on the bus, we arrived at the sunny and rocky Ninh Thuận province. Here, we had a fantastic lunch at Cả Beach restaurant. Behind the restaurant was a breathtaking and alluring beach scenery. We also came across many well-known places in Nha Trang, such as luxurious resorts, Cam Ranh International Airport. Cheerfully, we managed to arrive at a 4-star Nevada hotel on Phạm Văn Đồng Street. Alongside full of state-of-the-art amenities such as a gymnasium, a swimming pool, a drink bar, etc., it must have been a worthy experience. I was fortunate enough to be given the twin luxury room with an ocean view. It was also very convenient for us to go to the beach because it was in front of our hotel. Up next, it was our most expected part of the day. It was time for team building games. We strengthened our solidarity and bonding among the members of our class, and we won the first place. After an impressive dinner at the hotel, we explored Nha Trang at night. First, we visited the night market, and luckily I found an extremely cute ice cream vendor to interview.
Dạ em xin chào chị ạ, không biết là chị tên gì ạ?
Chị tên là Lan Anh.
Dạ. Vậy không biết là chị đã có kinh nghiệm làm cái nghề may không rồi?
Chị làm được 2 năm rưỡi.
Dạ. Vậy cho em đặc sản của quán này là gì ạ?
Đặc sản ở đây là kem thì có thơm dây, thơm xoài. Còn sinh tố thì ở đây đặc sản nhiều nhất là sinh tố xoài nè,
Dạ.
rồi kem bơ hành đá, rồi
Dạ.
chè sầu, chè thái,
Dạ.
bơ á.
Dạ. Vậy cho em hỏi là cái món chị nhất ở đây là gì ạ?
Bánh chạy nhất thì chè sầu.
Dạ. Dạ. Vậy cho em hỏi là du khách nước nào sẽ đến đây? Vậy thì chị có gọi là cái lời khuyên hay là có cái lời mời chào gì đối với quán mình không ạ?
Thì mọi người cứ đến đây thì khách thì rất chi là thân thiện nè, nhân viên thì rất chi là yêu ái khách, với lại sẽ nhiệt tình để đón chào khách. Vậy thôi.
Dạ vậy không biết là em có thể hỏi về tên cũng như địa chỉ của quán để em có thể quảng bá cho quán mình không ạ?
Được. Ở đây là 48 Vương Đình Phú.
Dạ cảm ơn.
Rồi đó.
Em cảm ơn nhiều. Then we spent some time at the Nha Trang Square, next to the Champung Tower and opposite to the People's Committee of Khánh Hòa Province. We also had a chance to interview a lovely taxi driver. Em xin cảm ơn anh vì đã tham gia buổi phỏng vấn này ạ. Thì đầu tiên thì em xin hỏi là anh tên gì ạ?
Anh tên là Tên Toàn em.
Dạ. Thì không biết là ở Nha Trang này á thì anh có thích cái món ăn nào không ạ?
Ở Nha Trang á, thì anh cũng là người dân bản địa ở đây. Nói chung là cũng rất thích rất nhiều là món ăn ở đây. Ví dụ như thứ nhất là bún cá nè, thứ hai là bánh căn, bánh xèo ở đây ăn rất là ngon, bánh căn, bánh xèo hải sản. Rồi đặc trưng nữa là món hải sản. Đó. Thì, đó bao nhiêu đó thì để chung chung là bao nhiêu đó. Ngoài ra thì có chè với lại kem, chè kem 24 tô Yến Thành nè, ngon, ok lắm.
Thì em không biết là khách quốc tế ở mình đó thì là sẽ đa số là ở quốc gia nào ạ?
Đa số là người hiện tại bây giờ đa số là người Hàn Quốc là nhiều nhất, thứ hai là Trung Quốc, còn ngoài ra thì cũng có người Nga đợt này qua thì cũng tương đối là nhiều quá.
Dạ vậy không biết là anh có gọi là gửi được những cái địa điểm du lịch nổi tiếng của Nha Trang được không ạ?
Ok em. Ở trên thành phố thì bao gồm có những điểm du lịch như sau này. Gần đây thì có thứ nhất là Hòn Chồng, thứ hai là Tháp Bà Bô Na Ga, là một trong những địa danh du lịch ở đây lâu đời rồi. Thì ở phía trên kia thì có chùa Long Sơn và nhà thờ đá nè, rồi cộng thêm là làng Yến. Và ở ngoài tại Vân Đồng đây thì bao gồm có, mới đây thì có nhà hát đó, đó những địa danh du lịch ở đây đó.
Dạ vậy em không biết là anh có lời khuyên gì đối với khách đi du lịch đến với thành phố Nha Trang ạ?
Ý em hỏi là lời khuyên như thế nào, lời khuyên là đến để chơi hay là như thế nào?
Dạ ý là những cái địa điểm hay là những cái khu vui chơi này cho nó hợp lý ạ.
Thì đến với Nha Trang, đất Khánh Hòa thì anh nghĩ là đi chơi đảo là hợp lý nhất. Những hòn đảo nãy giờ anh cũng chưa có nói về cái vịnh, những cái đảo ở đây rất là đẹp, mình nên đi trải nghiệm trước những đảo, nhất là Vinpearl đó.
Dạ thì bài phỏng vấn của em đến đây là kết thúc rồi ạ. Dạ em xin cảm ơn anh nhiều ạ. The train had been sun-kissed since 5 a.m. and the locals were likely to maintain a healthy morning routine such as running, yoga, sunbathing, etc. on the beach. Continuing our trip, we had Hòn Chồng Relic as our next destination. Initially, we paid a visit to the Nha Trang Bay Clubhouse, where the clubhouse members would perform some traditional instruments like gourd zither, plak zither, moon-shaped lute, and so on. Subsequently, we directly had an overview tour of the Hòn Chồng Rocks. It was an outcome of tidal erosion affecting Lasan Hill, and the rocks from that hill fell over and naturally laid up, which formed the Hòn Chồng Relic. As you can see from the video, the relic was surrounded by the sea, and we could barely see the Nevada Hotel straight away. Then we hopped on the bus and headed to Quy City. Across the road, we went through the Delgado Tunnel, which was originally made by Vietnamese people with Japanese and Korean techniques. Setting foot on that reef, it welcomed us with cloudy weather, and surprisingly, we loved it. During our entrance to the reef, there were available horses on loan and trials to play traditional instruments. The scenery there made me burst into tears because it was so poetic and wild, just the same as an untamed beauty lying beside the sea. This was caused as a result of a volcanic eruption and thermal contraction effects when the molten basalt met the cold water, forming columns that looked like a beehive when we saw from the top down. Rolling the wheels in Phu Yên province, we arrived at Mang Lang Cathedral. Having gone inside the cave of the cathedral, we observed a copy of Phép Giảng 8 Ngày book, which is the first official appearance of our national letters. We also heard about the tales of Andre Phu Yên, the patron of the youth. When we entered the nave in the cave, we were all shocked because of the extraordinary construction and its airiness. Then we had an outlook of the Mang Lang Cathedral. It was a Roman Catholic church with a Gothic style built in 1892. I can feel the tranquility and sanctity of this church, which gave me the feeling of majesty. Behind the church was an orphanage for unlucky children. Having said goodbye to the church, we traveled across the land of lobster to reach Quy City. It was the cleanest beach city that I have ever seen. After dinner, the boys and I hit the street at night to enjoy the nightlife. We stopped at a Miss Nam Soya milk stall on the pavement to buy some beverages, and it was at top of the world, as Miss Yang sang 2 days later. Heard about a notable surf bar with an ocean view, we had to check in at there and enjoy the airy and cool breeze. We also stopped by the Quy Nhơn Victory Monument, which is opposite to our hotel, Saigon Quy Nhơn Hotel. We were permitted to reach the top floor, where we could observe the entire beach scenery alongside houses and towers. Such peaceful and fresh air here. The facilities here were stylish and stunning, and it was way too spacious for us. Many students also came here to collect sources for their project, and it was fascinating. After that, we put questions to the hotel manager and heard him share about that hotel in a conference room. As Established in 2005 with 12 sectors, the hotel was the representative hotel for many important meetings and national VIPs. Triggeringly, the staff admissions procedure prioritized EQ, which means the emotional side of humans to offer customers the best experience. After almost 3 hours of sharing, then it was time for us to explore luxury rooms in the hotel. There were 2 types of luxury rooms, the resident and the suite having an ocean view. The design of these rooms was at another level compared to that of our rooms when there were more facilities available like a large table, personal work desk, and so on. Reaching the hotel lobby, although we came through here millions of times, our first impression remained unchanged. It was completely exceptional for those who rarely stayed at a hotel like me. Getting through lush and fresh rice fields of London province, we showed up at the Guangzhou Museum, the holy land of this province. Along the path which we entered the main temple, there were also small historic temples there. Preceding the Taster brothers statues of Nguyễn Nhạc, Nguyễn Lữ and Nguyễn Huệ, we listened to the heroic feats. Going deeper into the exhibition area, we learned about antiques, revealing tales about the Nguyễn Huệ brothers and details about their relations to the minor ethnicity. That was a masterpiece describing the famous Red Gum Soi Múc fight directed by Quang Trung. Ngọc Hồi Đống Đa was also splendid and left us with unsolved mysteries. Later, we watched performances of well-known London martial arts. It was designated as a practical martial arts with one-hit, one-kill techniques. As soon as we appeared at El Gió, the weather objected to us by dreadful weather, but it needed more effort to stop us. I was most excited about the El Gió for the rest of the trip because of its greatness and pure beauty. Contrastingly, I found myself sedated among the chaos of the waves and strong winds. When the sun went down in Quy Nhơn City, it was time for us to have some fun. We stopped by the Nguyễn Tất Thành Square, the first place to put the statue of both Do Nguyễn Tất Thành and Nguyễn Xuân Sắc. Quy Nhơn Food Street was a must-try place when you went to the city. The food was extremely cheap and delicious. Hopping off the bus was the Explore Science Quy Nhơn on Science Boulevard. Outside the center was science-based games that everyone of any age could play. Inside the center, we watched a 5D movie about a dinosaur histories and listened to the presentations about the solar system. In short, turns out the sun is a star and the hottest planet is Venus with 462 degrees Celsius. Moving into the experience area, we revised our knowledge about electricity such as electrostatic, Faraday cage, and so on. As an instant, my curiosity grows up and explored many more scientific applications in models. While we were heading back to Nha Trang City, Miss Yang sang the Top of the World song as I mentioned before, with her wish to her students to claim the top of everything. Taking a rest at some cold water to have lunch, we went to a nearby pier to catch some gorgeous moments. That night's dinner was phenomenal when we ate nem nướng at Đặng Văn Quyên restaurant. We ate with 2 soaked rice crepes, herbs, spring rolls, and a special dipping sauce, which made it extremely scrumptious. Enjoying my last moments before turning back to Saigon, we visited the Institute of Oceanography. Right behind me at then was the second biggest whale skeleton, just after that of Lison Island. By my very own eyes, I witnessed many rare animals like sharks, turtles. The rest of my travel at the institute was daydreaming. I felt like I was lost in the kingdom of the ocean. This part of the trip was a reminder that we must protect our environment so that those animals will harmoniously live with us. This is me inside the path in the middle of the aquarium. Traveling across Ninh Thuận province, the land of wind turbines, we stopped at the Tin Thảo rest stop. What made this way special is because of the enthusiasm of the owner. Then I tried a sip of grape wine and it was so good. Throughout the road, we finally arrived at Ho Chi Minh City. And I volunteered to sing a song too. Because of the time constraints, I have no option but to give a very brief introduction about places I went through. However, this field trip was forever a part of my lifelong memory. I love you all from the bottom of my heart.